Professor Zixthar adjusted the holocron projector in the Galactic Academy's Xenobiology auditorium. 23 students from 14 different species sat in attendance, their appendages poised over data tablets. Today's lecture: Human Pain Tolerance and Survival Mechanisms. Class, Zixthar began, their vocal sacs inflating, prepare yourselves. What you're about to witness defies conventional biological understanding. The first hologram materialized, a human marathon runner. The Veloxian student in the front row chittered excitedly, recognizing athletic prowess. But as the recording played, showing the human's feet bleeding, toenails blackening, muscles tearing microscopically with each step, the chittering stopped. This human, Zixthar explained, ran for 4 hours and 17 minutes. Their body was literally consuming itself. Pain signals screamed through every neural pathway. And yet, they smiled at the finish line. A crystalline student's facets dimmed. Professor, surely their pain receptors malfunctioned? Negative. Fully functional. Hyperactive, even. Zixthar pulled up another file. Let me show you childbirth. 3 students immediately left the auditorium. The hologram showed a human female in labor. The biometric readings displayed on surrounding screens made several students' chromatophores flash distress colors. Pain levels that would send most species into fatal shock. Duration, 14 hours. Impossible, whispered a Threnoid student. No species can withstand. She did this voluntarily, Zixthar interrupted. Twice. And she describes the experience as worth it. The professor cycled through more examples. Humans with broken bones who walked for miles. Soldiers who fought with mortal wounds. A surgeon who completed a critical operation while suffering a heart attack. Athletes who continued competing on torn ligaments. But the case that emptied half the remaining classroom was the distance runner Dean Karnazes. This human ran 560 kilometers, Zixthar stated flatly, without stopping. For 80 hours. His muscle tissue was breaking down. His body was digesting itself. Scientific instruments recorded pain levels that should have induced unconsciousness. He kept running. A Phocian student's bioluminescence flickered erratically. What are they? Zixthar displayed humanity's evolutionary history, persistence hunters who chased prey until it collapsed from exhaustion. Survivors of ice ages, plagues, and planetary disasters. A species that invented agriculture while most were still prey animals. They are apex persistence predators, Zixthar answered. They evolved to ignore pain that would kill us. Their brains produce chemicals that let them override survival instincts. They call it willpower or determination. We have no equivalent term. The final image showed a human climbing a frozen mountain, fingers blackened with frostbite, smiling beneath their oxygen mask. Why? Asked the last remaining student, a Quillian whose spines lay flat in submission. Zixthar's eye stalks drooped wearily. That's the terrifying part. We've asked them. Their answer? The professor pulled up the translation, because it's there. The Quillian student gathered their materials and left. Zixthar stood alone in the empty auditorium, staring at the frozen image of the smiling human mountaineer. Tomorrow's lecture on human warfare capacity was already seeing mass withdrawals. Perhaps, the professor mused, some truths were too terrifying for the galaxy to face. Somewhere in the Sol system, humans continued their inexplicable existence, thriving on challenges that would destroy civilizations. And they wondered why the galaxy treated them with such nervous respect.